Well, this is the kind of match every football fan looks forward to. A lot on the line and the likelihood of a tension-packed occasion. It's PSG, they face Monaco, and it's live on EA TV. Hello and welcome to a football stadium with a very rich history. We're at the Parc des Princes in Paris. I'm Derek Ray, getting ready to bring you all the action, accompanied by my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And a lot to be excited about, because coming up for you, action from Liga. It's Paris Saint-Germain up against Monaco.
As is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
And the PSG team looks like this. Gianluigi Donnarumma begins in goal. Presnel Kimpembe plays alongside Marquinhos in central defence. Vitor Ferreira starts alongside Fabian in central midfield. And the lead striker is Ousmane Dembélé. And let's have a look at the Monaco starting lineup. Thilo Kehrer plays alongside Eric Dyer in central defence. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Exciting game potentially ahead of us here, and Monaco get things going. Thilo Kehrer. And a strong tackle. Good ball over the top. Played into the box. Not the best clearance. Well, there's defensive solidity for you.
Yeah, that was well read.
And PSG will have a throw-in. Promising position, this. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Breel Embolo. Opportunity. Oh, fine stop. Not a short corner here. Deep delivery. Well, I suspected that might be difficult for the keeper, but I was wrong. Vitor Ferreira. And a timely intervention. Plenty of support here. Singo. Well, that was easy on the eye. Cynical would normally be yellow. Interception to snuff out the danger. Dembélé. On to Mensch. Pogba. Just the challenge that was required. And green space galore for PSG. With no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. And the spotlight certainly on Ousmane Dembele, who can change any game with one kick of the ball. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, he really is a master of the free kick, and anything around the box today, expect him to pose a real threat.
Now, options are plenty. And they couldn't quite muster a real threat.
That was really good defending.
It's a neat move. Can he put them in front? But it was a wonderful chance. But the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper, but surely he should have scored there. That's a big, big chance.
Dembele tasked with taking the corner. Not a convincing clearance. And the keeper grabs it. Singo. On the ball, Zakaria. Eric Dyer. Pogba. A super tackle and they've won possession. Now, who can he play it to? And roaming free here. And a good-looking ball. That's effective pressure, high up the pitch. Vitor Ferreira. Now with Neves. And fed forwards. An impudent effort almost. It wasn't far away. Eric Dyer. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Spot on with that challenge. Well, he's certainly not alone. Could be threatening. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, just look at the bend he puts on this. Good technique and perfect placement. That's a top quality finish.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Miscue in the final third. Zakaria. And possession lost by Monaco. No, he's in here. And in the back of the net for PSG. Their lead extended to 2 now.
As you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Galavine. And PSG using width to good effect. That's not a bad ball. And volleys it against the woodwork.
Yeah, that's a hard technique, but it was almost spot on there.
Eric Dyer. On the ball, Zakaria. Trying to really get at the opposition here. And that'll be Monaco's throw-in. Oh, he looks threatening. How did they let that attack come to an end?
Well, that was a really excellent piece of defending there.
Kvaratskhelia. And PSG showing good width here. Oh, chance! Oh, great save! And the corner played over by Dembele. Well, PSG unable to retain possession. Could pose a threat on the counter. Zakaria. Not a good tackle. And a no-nonsense clearance. Galavine. Pogba. And teammates around him. That's a good-looking ball. Still could be dangerous. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. And short it is. Oh, a fine block.
Well, there it is. Confirmation of PSG's dominance in this game. They've created so many chances.
Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Free kick awarded then by the referee. So the verdict is caution.
Yeah, no complaints there. It was a poor challenge.
Can anyone stop him? And roaming free here. He fancies it. And safely dealt with. Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, that was easy on the eye. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper. Vitor Pereira. Fabian. Long-range effort. Read it well and made the save. Short corner it is. Might be a chance to break. Can they profit from this? Accurate ball in towards the near post. Well, pretty straightforward for the keeper, you've got to say. Vicha Kvaratskhelia. And playing it through. Just needs to stay calm. And keeps it out, showing lightning-fast reactions.
Yeah, what a remarkable save. He was so alert there.
He's got thinking time here. Can they set up a chance? Very quick thinking there. This looks interesting. Well, the fans perhaps entitled to think that that effort should have been better.
Well, how did he not score there? That's a poor finish, I have to say.
Well, if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. Instinctive save! Fantastic reflexes!
Well, I have to say, I thought that was in. Great stop.
Well, a good tackle. Well, leaning back a bit, couldn't keep the shot down. And so the half-time whistle has gone here at the Parc des Princes in Paris. So back in business here, and PSG dominating the proceedings in the first half. Will we see a similar pattern in the second 45? Well, let's see about the cross. Well, the keeper wasn't fooled by it at all, in actual fact. That's a good-looking ball. Could reduce the deficit. Oh, brilliant save!
Well, that's what you want from your keeper. Stops like that.
Substitution it is for PSG. Well, opting for the short corner. Deep delivery. That's a very fine claim under pressure. Fabian. Gamplay on the ball. That's a good-looking pass. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition. They get the ball rolling again, and Paris Saint-Germain are really cantering to victory, it appears. Now they stopped them in their tracks. Real chance. And that's a decent bit of goalkeeping. Fabian. On to Minch. He read the situation defensively and did his job. They had the advantage. Embolo. Perfect tackle. Throw in here for PSG. Plenty of support here, but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. And it's opening up, and inches away. Didn't miss by very much at all. Well, slightly off target, and that'll be a throw-in. Room for improvement as throw-ins go.
It's such a poor bit of play.
And just like that, broken up. Possibilities for them to counter. Can they profit from this? But nothing comes of it. Neither side really able to keep the ball successfully right now. That's a good pass. Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, Terrific goalkeeping. It's a short one. Mbolo. Oh, that is a penalty. The spot.
Just sends him the wrong way there. Very calm penalty.
No shortage of goals on this match. 3-1. So half an hour remaining. João Neves. Gamplay on the ball. Well, a good tackle. And as a play it goes, throw-in coming up here. Marquinhos. Excellent defending. Oh, this looks useful. Can he put it away? Shot blocked, but still alive. And a chance here. Hakimi! Attempting to place the ball in the back of the net, but not going according to plan. PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. Zakaria. And now it's with Mbolo. Oh, the threat is there. Real chance. Well, it had opened up for them, but still there is a lot of work to do.
Oh dear, that might prove to be a vital miss, that one.
Dembele. Well, failure to keep the ball by PSG. Well, the defending not the best here. Oh, could be. Oh, big moment. And you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
Enrique. Take it away. Now, options are plenty. That's a good-looking pass. There's 20 minutes remaining now. Having to shoot. Well, it was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping. Garavine. Shown inside. And quite simply a brilliant save.
Well, that's why he's such a good goalkeeper. He got his angles absolutely right there.
Trying to deliver it accurately. Terrific piece of anticipation. Might do damage on the break. Oh, a brilliantly timed tackle when it really mattered.
Oh, dealt with it brilliantly, didn't he?
And PSG come away with it. Possession lost by PSG. Well, that's a super ball over the top. Well, good idea. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations. So the current scoreline, 4-2. Dembele. Now with Neves. Oh, the threat could be there. Can he put it away? Oh, that is a terrific save.
Well, that's a great save from that sort of range. Really good reflexes.
Playing it short. Hernandez. Ferreira. Marquinhos. Fancies it. Oh, excellent goalkeeping. Elects to go short. No foul. PSG. Well, that's asking for a yellow card. And so a yellow card it'll be.
Yeah, it's a clear foul. Deserved the card for that.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Left a bit to be desired, and just like that, broken up. So a throw in for PSG. João Neves, electing to shoot. Well, only just wide of the post. Kehrer. Now Dyer. Wonderfully weighted pass. Still dangerous. Is this the moment? Well, at this late stage, you've got to be opportunistic.
Well, there's no way back now, I don't think. He had to finish that one.
Well, far from the most accurate pass you're likely to see. Throw in to come. Zakaria. Decisive pass. In it goes! It looked as though they were down and out. Not a bit of it. What will happen next?
Well, here it is again. The pass behind the defence is absolutely perfect. And the finish is brilliantly taken. Just guided beyond the goalkeeper. What a good goal that is.
Hakimi. Now with Vitinha. Well read to put an end to that attack. Letting the play flow. Until they have a goal in their future. They're giving it a go. Throw in here for Monaco. And the referee has caught up with him following his indiscretion earlier. And the danger is still there. Well, it comes to nothing in the end. Hakimi. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. And given free rein to run. Dembele. And he's gone into an illegal position, unfortunately. Dembele. Oh, fancy footwork. And a decent delivery. Well, no way through in the end. Zakaria. And that will be all. 3 points for PSG. That's the good news for their fans around the world. Your assessment?
Well, Derek, they didn't dominate the game by any means today, but overall they had the better of the chances and just about deserved their win.
It is a match that genuinely gets you excited, even just thinking about it. Very shortly, they'll be underway. And who will prevail? It's Manchester City against Tottenham, and every kick of the ball is coming up on EA TV Live. Good evening and welcome. There's so much to be enthused about going into tonight's contest here at the home of Manchester City. And Derek Ray here on the gantry, joined for commentary today by Sue Smith. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It is Manchester City up against Tottenham Hotspur.
It's a real pleasure to be here. It's been buzzing ahead of kick-off. Let's hope the football lives up to the atmosphere. over again.
And a look at the starting 11 for Manchester City. Ederson stands between the posts. John Stones starts alongside Ruben Dias in central defence. Phil Foden plays alongside Rodri in the centre of midfield. And the lone striker today is Erling Haaland. This is the starting lineup for Tottenham Hotspur. Palhinha plays with Rodrigo Bentancur in the centre of midfield. And up front on his own is Dominic Solanke. So the first half begins. Let's see what unfolds. Doku. Phil Foden. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence.
Well, they managed to snuff that out quickly, didn't they?
Maddison, big chance. And that's a super effort. And a terrific save. Almost right off the bat. Trying to pick out a teammate. Danger still on. Oh, surely. Is it going to be? And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead.
Here we can see it again, and this is really good strength. He uses his body well, and once he gets a yard, he finishes it nicely. Really good composure.
And back underway. 1-0 it is. Silva. Now Haaland. Good looking move. He's in here. Oh goodness me, off the post. Up a disappointing dead end.
Well, I think they deserve to be level here. That's unfortunate. Hopefully they don't look back on the missed opportunity at the end of the game.
Plenty of support here. And in with a real chance. My goodness, that really was a chance for them to extend their lead.
Yeah, you've got to take moments like that, haven't you? Should have gone either side of the keeper there.
Heung-min Son. This looks interesting. Oh, that's a fine save. Well, they pressed them high, and here they come. And we cannot say enough about that save.
Oh, that is a great save. It's so close to him. His reactions are quick, and that's really good goalkeeping.
Interesting pass. Can he score? Was an important piece of defending. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Never really close to the goal, and it will be a goal kick. Mateus Nunes. That's effective pressure, high up the pitch. They have space here, Tottenham, in an attacking sense. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising.
Oh, I thought that had goal written all over it.
Ryan Cherki. Ruben Dias. The ball with Rodri. Cherki. And City being afforded too much room. Unable to get himself back on side here.
He doesn't give him time to get back on side before playing the ball through.
Oh, that's a clever ball. And a goal it is for Tottenham Hotspur. Well on course for victory here.
Well, this is a perfect ball into the box. It's just asking to be scored. And it's a controlled finish, great connection. And the keeper can't do much about that. It's a brilliant goal.
So back underway, but the scoreline standing at 2-0. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Erling Haaland! Danger building. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And that wasn't an easy save to make.
Yeah, he needed to be really sharp there, didn't he? Especially from that range.
Who can they pick out? And that is not going to help the cause. The header well off the mark. James Maddison. Oh, great vision. Is it going to be? Oh, pushed onto the woodwork. Marvellous anticipation. Clearance needed to be better. Well, no way through in the end. Might do damage on the break. Given away by City. Mohamed Kudus. This looks more than decent. Opportunity it is. A goal! And it's very much game on here. Continuing with the game, City just one behind now. Takes aim. Oh, what a stop! Can he deliver it with accuracy? Manchester City have it back now. Ryan Cherki. Oh, this looks useful. Solanke. Oh, good hands there from the keeper. Doku. Now with Silva. Can he find the right pass? Well, not quite precise enough when all was said and done. Pedro Porro. James Maddison. Nice looking pass. Oh, cutting it out.
Yeah, and he gets it brilliantly, doesn't he?
Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. they take advantage? Can he finish? Oh, superb save. Massive credit to the keeper.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. It's fantastic reflexes.
Well, the header not troubling the goalkeeper.
Well, it's nowhere near in the end, but praise has to go to how well they defend this. Just don't give him time to set himself.
Plenty of support here. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Excellent pass. He's in behind. Oh, a magnificent save!
Yeah, he stayed composed and narrowed the angle well. Just what was needed.
Now sending it in. Nervy clearance. Pedro Porro. That is how to keep it out of the net.
Yeah, you could almost celebrate that like a goal, couldn't you?
Foden. Nunes. Well, offside. I rather think he was caught in two minds.
He didn't, and he had other options here, but he chose the wrong one. Sloppy this.
Ball played nicely. And a Tottenham Hotspur free kick coming up. Mickey van de Ven. And Palhinha with it. Now opening things up. And with that, the attack fizzles out. What was the chance they could get caught out on the break here? Fancies it! Goalkeeper doing his job, getting the touch. It's a short one. Fine cross into the middle. And the move breaks down. A Spurs free kick it's going to be. Bentancur. Plenty of support here. Oh, timely challenge, but it might still be on. That's a good-looking pass. And a big moment, a goal for Tottenham Hotspur. And they are going to be difficult to stop now.
Well, here it is again, and he's done so well. He's got to the byline, been able to pick out a teammate, and it makes the striker's job relatively easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a really good goal.
So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Well, that challenge was far from clean. And the yellow card is produced.
Yeah, and I think that's the right call, you know.
Who can he pick out? Could pull one back here. And the keeper taking it cleanly. Well, on the cusp of the half-time interval and the visitors are prospering. What have you made of their performance? It's opening up soon. Madison. There it is! The goals keep coming. No stopping them today. So underway once again, and Tottenham really in the mood. Pedro Porro. Sloppy there, Bernardo Silva. And City get the throw in. Rodri. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising. And the referee has deemed that an additional 4 minutes are in order. And he's through here. Still could be dangerous. Oh, and holds on to it this time.
Well, you can sense the relief, can't you? It was a fantastic initial save, though.
And he has options available. Well, that's asking for a yellow card. Special moment for him. Well, they just have to get on with it here, knowing that it is a gargantuan task facing them.
Substitution for Manchester City. Coming off the pitch.
Palinha. That's a good-looking ball.
To be replaced by number 6.
Deciding to cross here, Son. Oh, a twitchy clearance. Oh, danger averted. And there we have it. That brings to an end the first half here at the Etihad. Good performance so far by James Maddison, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, he's been relentless.
Back in business, and no sugarcoating it. There was a big gulf between them in the first half. Will we see a response from City in the second? Possession one. Could be troublesome. Well, you have to categorise that as a missed opportunity. Palinha. Able to skip past his man. Well, putting it wide from there. A pity, really. Bernardo Silva. Ryan Cherki. Phil Foden now. Intelligent ball. On to Silva. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Well, he's certainly not alone. But really sticking to their task defensively. Oh, wonderful bit of skill. It's Son's ball into the middle. Couldn't grab hold of it. Well, the cross was acceptable, but no one there to thump it home. And the counter-attack looks on. Oh, you'll have a go. And couldn't quite hit the target.
Oh, they moved the ball with pace to get them up the pitch so quickly. Just couldn't quite put the ball in the back of the net.
James Maddison. Real chance. And a powerful effort, but not threatening the goalkeeper, and he'll be disappointed. Gvardiol. And with that, the attack breaks down.
Yeah, good work. That knew exactly what was happening. The shape was good there out of possession.
Kudus. He's on the run. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Could catch them on the break. That's a lovely ball. Palinha. And City with the ball again. Teasing ball in. And the flag has gone up here. Offside the decision. Pedro Porro. Oh, this looks useful. Well, no way through. Jeremy Doku. Now Haaland. Palinha. Now options are plenty. And a fine stop. And a change for Spurs at this juncture. Delivering it. Well, just couldn't quite control the header, and a disappointing effort in the end.
Just look at the stats. They show just how dominant they've been. Created so many good chances and winning comfortably. The defence have struggled to cope, and I'm sure we're going to see a change soon, or this could be humiliating.
Well, well, if only he'd been able to stay onside.
Well, he's got to do better at getting himself back onside. He's just stood there. No idea what's going on around him.
James Maddison. Well, very effective play in possession. But quick thinking defensively. Ryan Cherki. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Romero. Bentancur with it. Van de Ven. Palinha. Effective challenge. Can they set up a chance? Vital intervention. An alert intervention. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And halted in his tracks. And a booking, no great surprise.
Now, he was warned, wasn't he?
Coming off the pitch.
He's been influential today, but the manager decides to make a personnel switch at this point. Good conditions for the counter. Just fizzled out completely. Intelligent ball. And he's in an offside position. Well, a splendid individual performance, but the manager elects to make a change.
Coming onto the pitch.
Rodri. Nicely cut out. Teammates available. Richarlison. Oh, disappointing end to that. They're not looking after the ball in their usual manner, City. Decent pass. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here. And Spurs doing well to win it back. Out of play, City throw.
Well, the possession stats are certainly in favour of Tottenham. When they lose it, they work so hard to win it back quickly, and the opposition just can't live with the fast pace that they've set to this game. You do feel there's more goals to come.
Well, that one has promise. Well, he really wanted to make it a double, and would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Yeah, it wasn't far off from getting his second. He does look lively, and you can see that he wants more.
What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Van de Ven. Happy to play keep ball, and why not?
Yeah, they just look really comfortable, don't they?
Danger here as he runs at them. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Might be a chance to break. That's a good pass. Oh, how did he keep that out? They take it short. Oh, that's a clever ball. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, here's the replay. Despite lots of pressure from the defender, he manages to hold him off, gets his shot away. It's a good goal, that.
So they get the game restarted, and I do wonder if this is now a near impossible task. Spence. Now Romero with it. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Counter-attacking possibilities. Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. And up for a throw-in, and that was all down to the pressure they applied.
Well, the fans are making their way to the exits now. The game's surely beyond them. There's no way back, really.
Looked as though there might be a threat, but not so in the end. Good defending. Well, he's certainly not alone. That's a good-looking ball. Well, not long left now, but a match that City will probably want to forget all about.
This just hasn't been good enough. They've looked disorganised all over the pitch. No pressing from the front, which then has a knock-on effect throughout the team. Huge improvements are needed for the next game.
Well, that's a fine-looking pass. Priority was to hang on to the ball, which he did. That'll be a Spurs ball. Richarlison. Son. That's a good-looking pass. Richarlison. And somehow he's kept it out.
Oh, that's strong goalkeeping. Didn't overcommit and made himself hard to beat.
Well, a corner right on the back of the last one. Elects to go short. Nice looking move, this. Very quick thinking there. Might lead to a chance. Happy to shoot. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. Really good challenge. Spence. Now Romero with it. Jed Spence. Spurs trying to use space to good effect. Looking to lift one. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his Grealish. And the defenders know they need to get tighter. And the degree of difficulty wasn't all that high. And there's the final whistle, the big headline, defeat for City. What did you make of this?
Yeah, and it was the nature of the performance more than anything. They just never got out of second gear. They were dominated all over the park. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in that dressing room after that.